Hi everyone, just doing a quick video to share some thoughts on some of the things that are happening. So yeah, starting off, I think it's day 400. I just passed 400 days, so congratulations, Randir, on being here for 400 days. It's been a good ride, and I've definitely enjoyed being here and being part of the community and making so many friends. And so thanks to everyone who've been part of this journey. On the plus side, I love the posts from Nader on the overcloud pool feature. Obviously, that's a pretty cool feature because it's, I think, on chain and there's a lot of things built on chain, which hopefully once they open source it, a lot more apps can kind of build out on it and leverage it. And I've been talking to them about eventually maybe look at becoming a layer two or some sort of thing, so that there's options for people building on DESO beyond just relying only on the core node and the core sort of protocol, right? So definitely something that all of us should go check it out. I think Overcloud is a really cool app on Node. So there's a post from Jacob Vaughan on on topics that he would like him to cover. I think he's creating some great content on Twitter from the DSO handle. So definitely go check him out. Check out his own posts as well as try and answer any questions. So kind of one of the early members of the community DAO. So obviously some of these questions are what we are kind of going through. Usual questions around tokenomics, how to incentivize more activity from the community, how to reward people. So there's a lot of questions like that I think Darian has kind of also mentioned in the post. And then I think I'd love to look for us as a handle to DAO handle to address that, right? So what are the challenges? What are the success stories? Because a lot of DAOs are getting created, but they're not doing all the right things, and they end up failing, right? So why are they failing? I think those kind of case studies would really be nice if we could cover. And obviously, I'm a big fan of case studies. John Jordan's creating some great videos on tutorials and definitely some great content. I think it's been very professionally done, and something that we could leverage to onboard people, to educate people, almost make it like a share it with people as soon as they join, and maybe something that we can actually get bots to start sharing it with people maybe one day after they join or something like that, or maybe something that the What's My group can kind of pick up and do, automate the sharing of some of these videos to people within one day after joining or 7 days after joining or whatever, things like that. I like this post from Tools on the Takeover DAO. While I think Ed kind of said we got beaten by Elon Musk, but I really don't think we got beaten because Elon Musk has stated publicly that he's open to the idea of having a few limited shareholders. So it's definitely one of those which if a whole bunch of people on Twitter get together and contribute, I think it could be something which they could really decentralize Twitter to some extent, right? So not really to the extent, but at least we'll have a say and we'll be able to do it. It's definitely worth exploring. Again, the timing of it is in question because I don't know when DAO is going to launch, and then we try and raise funding. That it might be too late for that. That's the only question, but definitely a good idea. And I also saw on Twitter there were a few people who are looking to get together and raise money, right? So it's definitely something that is worth exploring for sure in my mind. So some not so good news. I don't want it to be all all good news, right? So 1,800 people created an account. This is a DESO birthday page on Open Prosper. 1,800 people created their account on this day last year. 6 people are active in the last 15 days. Even if you stretch it to 30 days, you might get to like 10 people. I think it's very, very poor from any respect, right? So any kind of churn, attrition metric that you look at, this is very, very low. And obviously, there's the reasons for it are all quite clear. The user experience was an issue. The entire shift from creator coins was an issue. A lot of people lost money. The tokenomics is definitely an issue, which I think not enough people are talking about. The core team's kind of not addressing it openly. It's definitely an issue. So I do feel these things need to be addressed at some stage, sooner rather than later. But overall, I think building more apps, building more better apps is one of the solutions, which I think especially after the DAO launches. I think we all need to get together and start focusing on. There's clearly we've not learned on the roadmap, not being open, not enough transparency on the go live date or for the fork. The same issues that have happened in the last two or three forks seem to be happening again. So I'm not fully clued in. I just saw this one thread from Tyne and others. It does look like the core team is aware of it and fixing it. So I'm confident they will fix it. But the question that I have was more about why is there not more open, transparent communication with the community? Okay, to lighten the mood, here's some couple of good memes. I like this because it kind of reflects the mood and the situation we are all in. We've all gotten, at least most of us have gotten it when DESO was around 150, $200. So yeah, we have no option but to hold. So we're holding for sure. This one's a good one. So any posts you see on Twitter where people are talking about features that are already there on DSO, I think Sarah's created, Goldberry's created a good one on DSO. I think she's shared the meme as a template as well on Twitter. So go check it out. And I think that's pretty much what I wanted to cover. A quick shout out to Shady Acres for some of the giveaways he's doing. He's been doing quite a few. So go check him out. Seals, NFTs being given away and stuff. Shout out to Nikolai for a buy into my coin. So good to see Creator Coins back into action again. So this is one last thing I wanted to share before I wind up. So there's a constant ask for $50,000 to market DSO, right? So I think all of us are in effectively doing it for free on Twitter. There's a whole bunch of people doing it on Twitter. So if you're asking for 50,000, I think you need to have a concrete plan, specifically on why you need the money, what you're going to do with it, what kind of ROI can the community expect, and I think effectively the core team has said for all practical purposes that they are not going to fund even projects until DAO launches, and then it's going to be fundraised through DAO where they will contribute, right? So if that's the route that they're going, I would say put a plan together, maybe create a DAO which you can kind of be a lead member of and come up with a plan and then do a fundraise is my suggestion. I think hashtags are great. Obviously, I saw that that was trending for the last few days, but I would seriously recommend that. And I think maybe there's quite a few people in the community who'd like to be part of that, right? Because we are effectively doing it, not really getting much in return. So the concept is great. But I think a more concrete plan would definitely be something that would be good. So I think yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share. Shout out to Overcloud for some great work that they're doing, and yeah, and thank you and have a great day.